Hello there, my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign. How are you today? Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this full moon to new moon. Next, December 2019, last full moon of the year. We're in the last dark moon of the year as well. Getting close, getting close, getting close. Yeah, we're almost at Yuletide. We're still in the darkest part of the year. Yule is on the 21st, which is great. That's the end of the solar cycle, rebooting, right? The sun, S-U-N-S-O-N, born at winter solstice Yule. And then we got another couple of days after that, a dark moon, the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th. Yes, we're having a dark moon Christmas with the new moon in Capricorn on the 26th. Fun with family. I'm actually going to see mine up in Saratoga for a couple of days. Yeah, so I'll probably be taking the cameras and all that with me, we'll see, right? So if you are new to my channel, I am your reader. Mark Angela Lyons Mal for short, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, professional witch, professional intuitive, and been doing this for a very, very long time. Glad to be a YouTuber, and we're going to have some fun with you all today, my lovely Libras. I have Mercury conjunct Venus in Libra, but we're not doing that in this reading, but do get that I get ya. A couple of things before the cards start hitting the table. Number one, please do like and subscribe. I actually did the video for Drunk Tarot, clarifying Drunk Tarot. It's in the description box below. So help me get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can do super live chat and Drunk Tarot once a month. Of course, I'll do the super live chat more than once a month, but just for shits and giggles, a little Drunk Tarot once a month. First couple of months, go watch that video. It's fun. Other than that, please remember this is a general read, right? I'm not reading you personally. I'm reading hundreds of thousands of people in the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign genre, right? Talk about mining the quantum fields. There's a lot of threads, so going for the general themes. We're only picking 5 cards. This is a What Do I Need read. So if it doesn't resonate, don't do the mental gymnastics to make it fit one way or the other. You can tell by how the energy, how the reading feels in your body, whether or not it's for you or not. Are you triggered one way or another? Otherwise, if it just feels like a flat line, as I like to go, meh, you know, it's like, yeah, maybe accurate, but yeah, it's not triggering me. It's not, I'm not feeling it. Literally, that's what it means, not feeling it. Intuitive response, it's just not your read. Check your other signs, right? Or just maybe this time around, I'm reading for other people. Totally probable. Everything's probable in the quantum paradigm of life on Earth, isn't it just? So keep that in mind. Also, a What Do I Need read is a little bit different. It's not telling you like where you are on the path of true love. That's path of true love read. It's not about twin flames or soulmates. I do both soulmate and twin flame reads. It is about what do I need, right? Going to the divine through different divination systems, asking the same question, essentially, to different voices of the divine. What do I need is really allows you to step into that place of innocent not knowing, right? It's like, well, I think I know what I need. I need to breathe, right? I need to drink water. I need to move my body. I need to go to work. I need to pay my bills. We all know that part of it. But really asking something of a higher dimensional perspective, a higher power, right? What do I need? Helpful, right? Like picking an oracle card a day or a tarot card or a rune or something to what to focus on. What do I need to focus on? We're going much more general with that. But for a specific time period of this full moon in Gemini, which is like full in Gemini for like a hot second, then it goes void of course, to new moon in Capricorn. Cool, cool. You with me? Let's do this. Please remember to breathe. Oh, all the decks that I read are in the description box below all the way at the bottom, but there's also cool stuff in there. I just marked down my book, my ebook, Words of Grace, from $24.95 to $14.95 for the month of December, because it'll help you, right? For 15 bucks, put some money in my, I can go get a Starbucks, go pay, put some gas in my car. You get the idea. Well, like a gallon or so. But to help you get through the holidays, it's a gorgeous book. And go read the reviews on my website. It's really good. All right. Last thing, breathe. You're an air sign. Remember to breathe deeply, as consciously as you can. There's so much that we don't realize is going on when we breathe consciously. It is sort of the ultimate spiritual practice, considering you have to do it anyway. You just have to bring your awareness to the breath. That on every inhale we are breathing in. I'm breathing in the guidance and the grace, right? The chi, the prana, the downloads from my divine pantheons. In on the in-breath and out on the out-breath comes the words, comes the translation of that energy into a verbal translation, I guess, for you all. So if you're also breathing in, breathing out, consciously tuning to the divine as we do, it's just going to be better for you to really ground and integrate the energy that the words just float atop of. Isn't that poetic? Told you, Mercury conjunct Venus and Libra. So let's do this. Please breathe. Oh, feels lovely. Here we go. My collective pantheons of angels, gods, goddesses, masters, and the higher selves of all involved. Please, one card in clarity, a Caroline Myss archetype card for this Libra collective. Sun, moon, rising sign for this full moon to new moon next in December 2019. What is the dominant soul power that they need to address within themselves, within another, within the world, that they need to look at, that they need to alchemize from lead to gold for this reading? And who do we have here? Oh, we have the prostitute archetype. Don't freak out. Everybody has the prostitute archetype. It is one of the 4 survival archetypes: the child, the victim, the saboteur, and the prostitute. The prostitute being the 4th, which is usually the last one we really deal with. And there's purpose to that. Prostitution, in this sense, has very little to do with being a hooker. It's about how we let comfort and material concerns control us, in the sense of how we will sacrifice our own or negotiate away our own self-worth so that we stay comfortable, so that we stay safe, but not in a good way, right? That's the shadow side. The light side is amazing. Remember, the 4 survival archetypes, they are universal. Well, we'll say universal to human life, right? It's how we learn how to survive, and nobody is born into complete 100% gold light attribute, because we all have to learn how to do that. So we're going to come back to this card. I want to go into it in depth because it's got so much archetypal richness and depth that I have literally lectured on that one archetype for an hour, and we just don't have time for that here. Yeah, go watch my series on Vimeo on demand. What was that? WITCHCLASS Cycle 3, or Magic, Miracles, and Mysticism. Right? That was some class series. I never got it all on video. Maybe someday, right? Maybe someday I'll start that one over. But what we're going to do is we're going to ask the angels. Same question. What do they need, right? What do you need? You need to address the prostitute archetype. Honey, everybody does. You know, if you're still watching the video, good for you, because if it made you uncomfortable and you switched off, obviously you wouldn't be hearing these words. But that's the thing, like, oh, I'm not comfortable with this, and you click off, where, you know, the golden side of the prostitute is like, okay, well, I feel triggered. Let's find out what this is, right? I'm gonna have faith that whatever this is, faith is a huge part of the prostitute archetype. Because if you have faith in yourself and faith in the divine, you won't prostitute yourself. Let's do this. My angels, breathe. Oh, my angels, my delicious, delightful, delicious to lovely angels, please, one card in clarity for this Libra collective. Sun, moon, rising side. What do they need to know? What do they need to focus on? What do they need to hear from you for this full moon to new moon next December 2019? Study. Now, considering the card that you've got there, to study the prostitute archetype. Study how you negotiate your self-esteem away for comfort and material concerns and other things, but you know, we'll get there. I'll go deeper into that card. Let's get all 5 on the table first. Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Oh, by the way, this is Healing with the Angels Oracle, Doreen Virtue. I just like to mention the cards, you know, and if I can remember the names, or there's more than one author or artist in the card, I can't remember because I suck at names, always have, working on it. You get older, something's got to go. Clear out the database. Breathe. You're feeling me, air signs, you know. My gods and goddesses, Daughters of the Moon Tarot, Fiona Morgan, please, one card in clarity for this Libra collective. Oh, it feels good. Sun, moon, rising sign. What do my Libra collectives need for this full moon to new moon next, considering we've got the prostitute archetype and study? One card, please. Ooh, the Hanged Man in this deck reversal. We'll come back to this. Excellent card to have, because at least you're not running around taking action if you're in the shadow side of the prostitute. More in that place of chill, let go, let God, go with the flow, but also see things differently, which is very much in alignment with the card of study. What do you study? So that you can see things differently. It's third eye, usually. It's about then chewing it, integrating it into the emotional, and integrating it into what you've learned into your conduct. That's how you incarnate a high vibrational energy. It steps down chakra to chakra, gaining more time and space until it literally is integrated into your cells and into your behavior. Breathe. As we now ask the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack, baby. Love Pack. That's where it's at. The full deck, I combined them from the last few readings where I had them separated into different decks. The whole shebang, because what you need to look at could be a problem, could be a piece of luck, could be a piece of grace, or a piece of healing. Those are the 4 suits in this deck. So, oopsie, no. So here we go. Let's ask the Ascended Masters. You know, a lot of the Ascended Masters are pagan. The majority of them. Obviously, that's not in a lot of their press. Yeah, that's not on their GoFundMe page. By the way, we're mostly pagan. Okay, breathe. My masters, good. I'm glad you're having fun with me. I'm having fun with you too. Please, my masters, one card in clarity for this Libra collective. He made me snort. Sun, moon, rising sign for this full moon to new moon next. What do these Libras need? What do they need? They got the prostitute archetype study and the hangman reversal. So please, what do they need? Please, one card in clarity. Help them out. Specialness just came up for another sign. Don't remember which one. Specialness. It's definitely a tricky card, and I have a lot to say about specialness. I don't like the word special because of my old school Course in Miracles training, which saved my shit. I know, not that I've grown past Course in Miracles, but you know, it was scribed in the early 70s. A lot has changed since then, and a lot of people have used the Course in Miracles to make spiritual busy work of themselves, spiritual obligations out of it. It just doesn't, in other words, the ego took it and ran with it, and people are using Course in Miracles to beat themselves and other people up, and that's the spiritual ego. That's not the soul. So that thing of specialness, the opposite of special is holy. Special really does mean separate. So thinking that you're better than or worse than, right? Or thinking of others as better than or worse than, right? Now, it's funny, this deck was made before the age of selfies, which I think is a fine thing to call with the age of the selfie, right? They're looking actually at full-framed pictures of themselves. It almost looks like they're holding tablets, right? They took a selfie on a tablet, and they're looking at themselves, not really in the relationship. In a relationship, but not really in the relationship. So there's a touch of narcissism here. The thing about, I'm not saying it's you, I'm just saying that that's something you need to look at, because if you're prostituting yourself in a situation, you might need to look at, oh my God, I'm not the only person on planet Earth who's done this. This isn't just me. I'm not just me. I'm the only one. That it can feel very isolating, or that I'm the worst person, you know, that sort of thing. Or you might just very well need to learn the lesson of how to see somebody who is really narcissistic, who is, in a sense, using you to show their own specialness, when really deep down inside they have forgotten their own holiness, which means we are all one. That's why special is the word of the ego, holy is the word of the soul. So keep an eye on that. Oh, and this is good for Libra, like scales, like a seesaw. Pushing others down so you go up. Pushing yourself down so others go up, right? Where really it's about equality and balance. That's the health that we're shooting for. Now look, we all fall into ego specialness. Everybody wants to be special, but special is no guarantee of happiness, right? Kurt Cobain, I mean, John Belushi, Janis Joplin, Jim Morris, you know what I mean? Like Robin Williams, like special. I'm using famous people because we all know their names. But, you know, the thing of holiness. Holiness is fulfillment from the inside. It's a soul level thing. And this is the holiday season. So, you know, for you to really look at the situation differently with this hanged man, that card of reversal, because if you can see, you really can't see probably on the camera, but the face above water, she's sort of like in total surrender. The reflection of her face in the water, though, is at peace. She's smiling. Her eyes are open, where in the physical world, her eyes are closed. So, you know, that has a lot to do with Odin and hanging on Yggdrasil, the world tree, for 9 days, poking out his eye, sacrificing his point of view in order to receive the runes, right, and revelations. So to see this clearly and to study it, because this prostitute archetype, one more card down, and then we'll go back and look at that one, and I'll plug them all together. But with that card of specialness, just be careful. The mind and the ego, trying to protect itself, will wall itself off and make itself special, either better than or worse than, and neither is true. Let's ask the higher selves of all involved, shall we? Fifth dimensional and above. Oh yeah, breathe after that one. Oh please, the higher selves of all involved. One card in clarity, a Whisper of Love Oracle card for this Libra collective. Sun, Moon, Rising sign for this full moon to new moon next in December 2019. Please help them out. They got this prostitute archetype with study, with reversal, the hanged man, and the card of specialness, and you give them I love you. Yay, I love this card. It's the same graphic on both sides. I love you. These are very important words. Now make that your mantra, your silent mantra. If you've ever studied Ho'oponopono, you know one of the basic grace of the four main graces is I love you. It's I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Addressed to that child in your heart for any pain it's felt. To the gods, to the higher power, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Yeah, I guess it was in 2009 or so. Oh my God, that was 10 years ago. I studied with Dr. Hugh Len at a Ramada in Pennsylvania for a week, and it was a great weekend workshop. It was wonderful working with him. I actually went full in on the Ho'oponopono to find that there's always going to be a higher truth with all of these things. To say I love you to the higher self, to say I love you to the child within your heart, which is your inner child. Your heart chakra is your inner child. I love you. I love you. Make that your mantra, because as you love that heart, because of our quantum nature, fifth dimensional unity consciousness, we are all one. As you say I love you to your heart, you say I love you and bless all hearts. Let's go back to this prostitute archetype. This makes a bit more sense now. Now remember, every archetype is lead and gold, making it neutral. It's which side do you come down on? Which side are you? And there's nothing wrong with coming down on the shadow as long as you bring awareness to the need, the desire, the evolutionary process of alchemizing the lead into gold, bringing shadow into light. Let's look at this one. Breathe. The shadow attribute places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. So instead of making the decision that you know would make you grow, would make you heal, would make you uncomfortable as fuck perhaps, but you don't do it because of material concerns. Well, I don't want to be alone for the holidays. I don't want to start an argument. The codependency in there, just in any form of relationship, is so prevalent and being boiled to the surface of the collective unconscious right now for all of us to really get that no one has to like my choices but me. That's my way out of codependent anything. No one has to like my choices but me, because no one has to make my choices but me. If I am dependent upon what someone else thinks or feels about me, and that's influencing my self-empowerment, my self-esteem, my progress, my growth, no bueno. We want to move it into the gold. And the light attribute, the gold attribute, accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. In other words, when your soul says, it's time to get out of here, you pick up your bed and walk. You go anywhere else but that place right then and there. Hey, no one said it was easy. In fact, it says accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of our spirit. Will you negotiate away? Will you bargain away your spirit? right? Through an addictive pattern, through codependence, through a narcissistic relationship, through a trauma bond, through a toxic anything, work, family. Look, at the holidays, I'm telling you, that's why I really wanted to do these readings for this new moon, full moon to new moon next, because we're literally going through dark moon at the time of the holidays, where it's supposed to be comfort and joy, where our greatest shadows can come out. Tell your friends, right? Let them know, stay home. I'm going out, but I'm ready, because I know that I'm just going to be a fucking force field of light with my family. Keep it light, whatever they're going through. I'm so sorry you're suffering. Is there anything that I can do to help? Then again, I'm a witch and a mystic and a hermit. I live by myself. I have my cats. The name of my house, I call my house Elysia, E-L-Y-S-I-A, Elysia, meaning, you know, the Elysian fields. It's like the spa section of the underworld here. I'm always processing. I'm always healing for myself and for all, right? So I know I can go into this season stronger. But now I'm putting all this together. Now you know that this is what you need to look at about not prostituting yourself, about not letting anything compromise your spirit, and yet to study it, to get, oh, this is a learning curve. You don't got to nail it every single time. You don't have to do all this like harsh disciplinary stuff to get it right, beat yourself up. No. That you're learning. Get that, I am learning how to do this. I'm learning how to survive without negotiating the power of my spirit, and also without being toxic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to chill. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to let go and let God. All right. God, Goddess, Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, whoever. I almost said Buddha, Judge, Buddha, comma, Jesus, although he's so cute. Sorry, little democratic flash there. He is really cute. Higher power, you set up the classroom, you set up the characters, you set up the teachers. I will do my best. But this idea of specialness, right? That this is so special that I need to prostitute myself, or they're so special, or this time of year is so special. It's not special, it's holy. But that's what a holy day is. Do you get it? That's why we've made the holidays special. And of course, as a result of that, ego-driven and toxic. It's all about stuff. It's all about what you can get and what you can give, and it becomes very competitive. Go to the mall. You'll see what I mean. You already know what I mean, right? So rather to make this holy, you know what? Let me bring forth my holiness no matter what I give. That even if I give the person exactly the gift that they wanted, or, you know, somebody passing by in the mall, passing by on the street, somebody in a bad mood, that I can give them the gift of, may you be blessed with your own holiness. And maybe simply that's a silent, I love you. I love you. I love you. Not to the personality, not to the wound, although when someone's personality is wounded, you can really say to yourself, even silently, like telepathically, I am so sorry for the pain that you are in that is causing you to treat me and others this way, right? That's compassion. Now, there might be some shade in there. I am so sorry, right? Try not to do that. Takes practice, right? Learning, study, learning. So that really, my Libras, you have the opportunity with those three words, I love you. Say it silently, but start with you. When the lead Sabbath, the lead prostitute, the shadow prostitute's like, but I don't want to. It's just okay, honey. I love you. We don't have to make this decision right this second, but I'm here. I love you. Now it's going to take a while for that internal prostitute. We all have one, right? It's part of the wounded child. It's part of the history that we carry with us, the emotional baggage of the heart. It's going to take a couple of more deposits of you saying I love you there and meaning it. You don't have to feel it, you have to mean it. For that child to open up, to feel safe, and to be like, but I'm so afraid we're not going to make it, or I don't have faith that this is going to work out. And you say, that's okay, honey, that's my job. I love you. Thank you for trying to protect us, but you don't have to compromise yourself anymore. I love you. We'll be fine. That's being a parent to the child of your heart. With three words, I love you. Again, you don't have to feel it, make it blissful. You just got to mean it. Whatever pain is inside of me, whatever fear is inside of me, whatever shadow, whatever lead, whatever baggage, whatever is next in line to be loved, I love you. And that's how you turn a special day into a holy day 365. May the Libra Collective be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to love, to become the best that they can be, to survive with their spirit intact for the well-being of all. May they fulfill their role in the divine plan. And so it is. Thank you so much for watching my Libra, Bo, Bieber, Banana, Fabra, Faux, Fibra. Please do like and subscribe. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this full moon to new moon next, and a happy holidays. But for now, my sweethearts, keep in balance. Remember to breathe. Remember I love you. And for now, hail, farewell, and blessed be.